Hey guys, Olga Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Rakdos Knights. Now, this is a video I believe I did once before. Once Throne of Eldraine first dropped, we were kind of going through all the Knights. I think I did kind of an early stab, is probably the best way to evaluate that. An early stab at trying to do this deck, and I don't think that I did it any justice. And I've been seeing it a lot lately in Arena, and it made me want to go back and revisit that deck. So this is probably more appropriately going to be titled Rakdos Knights Revisited, because I think there are a lot of mistakes that I made in the original deck. And there's definitely a specific artifact that I don't think that I abused nearly enough as I should have in this one. So let's kind of go into the deck and its contents. I do also real quick want to apologize real quick for not having a video out on Friday. It is the holidays at the time of this recording, so we are getting close to Christmas coming up, and I just literally ran out of time and didn't have the opportunity to record a third video for the week, so sorry about that. So anyway, so let's kind of get into the deck contents itself. Foulmire Knight is obviously one of the ones that I forgot to put into this deck originally. It is a 1/1 with Death Touch, and it does of course have its adventure, which is Profane Insight, which allows you to draw a card and lose a life, and I love the artwork on this one. Knight of the Ebon Legion, I believe, was also in the deck originally, but of course this is a fantastic knight. It is 1/2, and then of course you can spend 3 to give it +3/+3 and give it Death Touch. Begin to recognize the theme here of some of my knights. And then of course if you do more than 4, if any player takes more than 4 damage, it gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Fervent Champion is amazing. It is a 1/1 with First Strike and Haste, and it gives +1/+0 to all additional knight whenever it attacks. Its ability, its equip ability, this is actually going to come into play in this deck. Equip abilities to activate to your target cost 3 less when you're trying to equip an item to it. So, and I know I saw in the comments, why didn't you run Blacklance Paragon? Because at the time I didn't have 4 and didn't have the wild cards to spend on it. However, I do have 4 of them now. Blacklance Paragon is 3/1 for 2. It has Flash, which is part of its charm. And then whenever it enters the battlefield, target knight, including itself, gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. Fantastic, fantastic little surprise card. Steelclaw Lance, I believe, was originally in the deck, is also still pretty good. It equips for 1 for a knight and 3 for anything else, but these are all knights for the most part. And equipped creature gets +2/+2. Cool little card. I kind of kept it in there just because it's kind of going with a knight themey kind of thing. I recognize it's probably not the top tier deck, but darn it, I like the card. Stormfist Crusader is also in here. It is a 2/2 for 2 with Menace. At the beginning of your unkeep, each player draws a card and loses a life. So that helps keep, that's part of your card draw. Now, there is a downside, of course, that it's giving your opponent some of that card draw as well, but you kind of deal with it because the next cards is you're going to be pulling cards out of their hands with Drill Bit. It is for 3 mana, but does have a spectacle cost of 1. Target player reveals a hand, you choose a non-card from it, and that player discards that card. Murderous Rider is also going to be part of this deck. Fantastic card. You know, it kills planeswalkers, it kills creatures, it leaves a 2/3 with Lifelinker behind, and then it never really dies because then it goes back into your library. Really cool card. And Rotting Regisaur. Now, I recognize that Reggie is not a knight. However, for 3 mana, he is a gigantic pain in the neck to deal with, and a lot of the knight decks I'm seeing are kind of running it. So in my mind, they're just kind of riding Reggie with the Steel Lance to really make him put it through. Hey, I recognize it's a stretch, but he is really, really cool. So this is the card I believe I genuinely misinterpreted whenever it first came out. I thought for 6 mana it was kind of over the top. I mean, yeah, it's really, really cool, but how often are you ever actually going to use it? I'm seeing Embercleave everywhere. It's in Jund decks, it's in Mono Red decks, it's in Knights decks, it's everywhere. It is a fantastic card, even though it is 6. In case you don't know, it does have the Flash ability. It costs 1 to equip, it costs 1 less to attack for each attacking creature you control, and when it enters the battlefield, attach a target creature. Target creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample, and it equips for 3. Now, please take note that Fervent Champion says it equips for 3 less, meaning it attaches to Fervent Champion if it's attacking basically for free. Cool little combo. The banner base is relatively simple. 6 swamps. That's going to be 2 Castle Embereth, just because I like the idea of adding some +1/+1 mountains, Blood Crypts, and tournament grounds. So let's go back in at our second stab with Rakdos Knights. And we're going to go ahead and play standard, and we're going to turn that volume down so I don't go deaf. You can tell whenever my kids play, they crank the volume up on these headphones. It's crazy. So Rakdos Knights, off we go. So again, we are getting close to the holidays, so I'm going to wish you a very happy holidays during the course of this time frame. Videos should still come out at a normal rate if I get my record schedule right. I do have some time off from work. Blech, and I was going to say it's a horrible hand, but it really is. It really is. I have no black mana to cast anything here. I think I'm going to go ahead and mulligan that. That's better. We will keep the 6. I think we're going to drop Reggie for now. So yeah, no, as I was saying, so it is getting close to the holidays, so I do hope you have a happy holidays. I'm really looking forward to some well-deserved... Why did I do that? I meant to do Fervent Champion. Looking for some well-deserved time off from work. It dawned on me as I started to get down to the end of the year with all of my excess days from work, or my paid time off. Already got one Death Toucher. You can have that one. I'm going to drop Fervent Champion this time. And I'm going to go in for the 1. But we didn't take a vacation this year. We did not do the vacation thing this year, so, because we're saving up for a bigger vacation. Next year I'm going to go down to Disney World and go down to, no, you can have that. It's okay. We want to take the kids down to Disney World next year. We want to do Star Wars. I did do that this year as a work-related thing, but had nothing to do with... has Flash. Debating. No, I think I'm going to hang on to it. But we intend to take the kids down to Disney World and go ahead and do the do Star Wars and all the other fun stuff that's going to come in there. So I did not take a vacation time, so I have a whole bunch of vacation time left at the end of the year that I kind of need to use. He's going to Murderous Rider my knight. That's not cool. And we'll let that go. If this is just going to be drop card, I'm probably... Ooh, interesting. So it's not 100% drop. So why run... I'm going to give that to myself because I don't want to go in there without a creature. Interesting deck. I was genuinely convinced that this was a drop card deck. So yeah, let's see what happens here. I'm going to assume he's going to go ahead and put... that in front of the Blacklance Paragon, which is fine. Drop it there. At least gain some life out of that. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, so long story short, so I have a ton of vacation time left at the end of the year that I need to spend or I'm going to lose. So I elected to take a bunch of time after Christmas off and basically take the second half of December off. Which is going to be nice. I'm going to enjoy that. Get some videos recorded, kind of relax. Let's get her out of the way so she's not an issue anymore. Let's see what he decides to do here. My suspicion is he's going to block it. Sure. I'm thinking of probably doing Reggie next, unless something really good comes out on his side. Davriel. Oh, I'm gonna lose Reggie. Not cool. Not cool. So there is some drop card aspect to this. Interesting. So I've done, I mean, obviously my video last week, I did an Orzhov drop card deck. I never would have seen Kaya in that deck. It's an interesting addition to it. And I'm not really sure what purpose... Oh, okay, that's where we go. That's where it is. Struggling? A little. Thanks, Davriel. Appreciate it. No, I'm good. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Yeah, none of this stuff would have been in the deck I would have built. Karn the Great Creator. I think we're in a lot of trouble here. In fact, I know we are. And Bolas' Citadel. Interesting. So, I think I'm going to let that go. So I can at least kill Karn. Sure, let's do that. Karn's got 3 left. Davriel's got 1. Let's take Davriel out. No, I forgot that has Vigilance. Okay, so I completely ruined this one. I'm going to scrap that game. Totally forgot the thing didn't have Vigilance. I didn't even look. Ugh. Oh, alright, so that is a sad, sad premiere for this deck. Let's go on to another one. Interesting combination. Cool ideas. I'm not sure I understand why Kaya's there. Or what good that does for the drop card side of it. I love everything else that he had in that deck. Fantastic. I'm just iffy on Kaya. I mean, what can I say? The deck beat me, so I can't really complain all that much. Well, that's a little bit better. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with that. I think we might pay the 2 here. Oh boy, what it's going to be like whenever Shocklands leave in the meta. I think we've all been kind of spoiled a little with the fact that they even exist at all. I mean, because right now we are relatively spoiled as far as it comes to dual lands are concerned. So let's go... Oh, let's go Drobit. Let's see what he's got. Multiple Fires of Invention. The Time Wipe's a little concerning. The Flame Sweep's probably going to be the one that's got to go first. Beautiful. Let's go Drill Bit. Let's get that other things out of his hand that we don't like. Time Wipe. Let's get A-Fires out of his hand. Let's equip that onto the old Knights of the Ebon Legion. Then let's start punching some face. Now, the interesting part to this one is Embercleave comes next. So now he's going to get 1 Fires out. He's going to then Time Wipe. Or he's going to quit. One or the other. Okay, so Fires of Invention is another deck. It is a thing. It's out there. Normally a tough matchup. I think the Drill Bits definitely saved us in there. Because being able to take the Flame Sweep out to keep his delay down, kept the pressure up. And then it would have been nice to be able to pull that second Fires of Invention out. Because otherwise he's got a whole bunch of cards that he can't cast. That would have been fun. So yeah, no, we'll move on. We'll move on. I don't know about you guys, but after the last update, man, I'm not waiting at all for any new games to go in. Oh, so disappointing. Everything good in here except land. Now there's a chance. Oh, this would be painful to pull off with 1 land. Alright, let's see what a bad decision looks like. Why not? Because everything in my hand is basically 1 casting cost. I'm sort of semi-okay with this one. And okay, so what I was going to do is there used to be an almost guarantee that if you started off with a 1 land hand, the next card draw was going to be your second land. That didn't work out. That did not work out at all. There's the other land we're looking for. So let's go Fervent Champion. Alright, so we need to be careful here. I really want to pull cards out of his hand that I don't like. So what has he got that I don't like? So we're looking... Ooh, Embercleave is probably a good idea to get rid of that. See, like I said before, we're pulling those out. Where do we want to go from here? Sure. Cast the Death Toucher to make him not want to do that. Would love to get that second Embercleave out of his hand. Because how many is he going to see during the course of a game? 1, maybe 2? To drop both of those out would be really nice. Interesting. Sure. So let's swing in and see what happens. Let's see if he's willing to lose it. Nope. Totally willing to pull that one out of his hand. Totally worth it. So he's got a whole bunch of adventures, but no adventures to pull off. No, you can have that. I've got an answer for that. I'm sort of okay with that. He's just going to take it. I need one more mana. One more mana. Look at all the card draw. Interesting. I am going to end up eating that in the face. That's going to hurt. And we shall take that. And we shall swing. Oh, that's right. You can't block. Equip for free on the old Fervent Champion. Oh, I didn't ever look at my own life total. Boo! I thought I had him beat. I got so excited about trying to get the Embercleave out for the free equipped, I wasn't paying attention to my life. Alright, so that's not how we can end it. Let's go one more. Totally misplayed. Was definitely not looking at my life total. Yeah, I think we got kind of mana screwed on that one. We just never got any extra mana. But oh well, it is what it is. Sure. Yeah, no, this will be fine. Ooh. All the things. Leyline of Combustion. This should be interesting. Sure is. I'm going to go with a lifelink. I feel like I need it. Light up the stage for more mana and a shock. Wonder where he's going to go with a shock. Wonder where he's going to go with a shock. And I'll pay for that, thank you. And that's why I waited. It's all about timing and what goes on the stack when. I think a critical mistake may have been made here. At least I'm not the only one that didn't read cards. I feel better, more vindicated now. Electrostatic field. Interesting. Let's keep on rolling. Let's see where he goes from here. My guess would be that he's going to block the Blacklance Paragon with the electrostatic field. I would hope. Or not. Okay. Interesting choice. Don't know that I agree with it, but it is what it is. so which one do I want to drop? I want to probably drop the Knight. And he calls it quits. There we go. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for this one. I think I got a couple of good games where the deck actually played the way it was supposed to, and then 2 of me being completely stupid and not doing it. So, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, always helps out the channel. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Rakdos Knights. I do appreciate it. So, until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.